Hi everyone, today I want to talk about the boys' clubs. I've often heard that to succeed, women need to become part of the boys' club, but I've never really bought into that idea because it's impossible, because we're not boys and because I don't think it should be a goal. I've been in many rooms where I was the only woman, and sure, there is a dynamic that feels familiar. Might be a tight-knit, well-established and comfortable round, and me being there changes this dynamic. They are not sure how much banter is okay, how much, and maybe it doesn't feel comfortable at first for them. It's a new play on the field, but I have never thought my way in was to mirror them, by also talking about golf. Adopting their banter or blending in just isn't me. So, but hey, if you like golf, great. Talk about it. Don't hide or add interest to your portfolio just to play a role. And honestly, I've never seen it work in a meaningful way, trying to become one of them. Because I'm bringing something different. Maybe that's also the reason why I'm in there in the first place. I'm bringing perspectives, I'm bringing ideas, a way of thinking that they might not have considered before. That's part of what diversity is. The boys' club also sounds like one solid block, but it's really just individuals who happen to have a long-standing rhythm and interaction style. I found that real influence doesn't come from winning over the whole group as a group. It comes from connecting with individuals. Power in leadership isn't about joining the group. It's about building trust with the individuals in the leadership team and the individuals we're meant to be leading. When you start seeing them as people, not as a closed-off club, the whole dynamic shifts, and interestingly, it gives them permission, I think, to be more themselves too. That's my experience. I think a lot of women walk into these spaces feeling like they have to prove something, but I see it differently. I don't need to prove something to myself. I rely on my confidence, that I have a right and can add a value. And men who have been in these positions for a long time are often just used to a certain way of operating. That doesn't mean they're against change. It just means they might not yet see the alternatives and their value until maybe it's there. So I've learned that if you bring something valuable to the table, to the individuals, something that makes their work easier or their impact bigger, they listen. It's not about pushing your way in. It's not about changing who they are and how they interact with each other. It's about making your presence make sense. So I've never wanted to join the club. I wanted to lead in my own way. I wanted to stay who I am, and I think that's the real opportunity. Not trying to fit into an existing structure, but showing how a different structure or a different team dynamic sometimes adds value. Because at the end of the day, leadership isn't about being one of the boys. It's about being someone worth listening to in whichever scenario, in whichever team we're in. I think doors will open naturally when everyone gets elevated through that. So thanks very much for listening, and I will see you next time.